Hey, it's Adam Ward. Welcome to this week's version of Innovation Corner. As many of you know, clients hire me on the idea to the launch phase. So most of the clients want to take the time that it takes a project to go from an idea to a launch and shrink it. Do it cheaper, do it faster, do it more reliably. Now, one of the things that I've been asked a lot recently is how do we manage an idea funnel or a project queue? And this is one of the number one things that is causing constriction between the idea and the launch. I'm going to draw it this way. Imagine we're coming home from a Thanksgiving trip to visit some relatives in another state. We're going down the toll route and we're going to an old school toll booth that doesn't have Easy Pass and you have to line up. So usually it's just a bunch of cars. Maybe they expanded to 8 or 10 lanes. It's all of these cars trying to get through just a few toll booths. This goes on for miles. You can see the brake lights and you're thinking, I'm never going to get home on time. We have a couple of toll booths here and finally cars are coming out here. Now by the time you get here, it seems like it's accelerating pretty well. But then maybe you're going down the road and all of a sudden a construction closes this whole lane. So now we have another backup. We're going down, maybe we get back to 2 lanes here, it feels like it's going really well, and then all of a sudden we have a police or an accident on this side of the road. And then once again we have a buildup. Then maybe we get to a spot in the road where it's 4 lanes. And we think, man, we are really flying now. There's all kinds of cars, we're moving, it's going to be great, maybe we can make up some time. Not all of these cars are on the road at the same time. Some of them are off to the side at service. Maybe this is a restaurant that people are visiting. It could be stopping to go to the bathroom. It could be getting gasoline, but there are cars that come off of this road that are no longer traveling. And those cars allow this to be freed up a little bit. Now we can see this exact same thing in the timeline from idea to launch. Right here, when we talk about ideas, I never see a shortage of them. Clients are like, here's our list. These are all the things that we want to do. It's the CEO telling Wall Street that we're going to have this. It's the GM for one of the businesses promising a customer that they're going to do that. It's sales telling their clients that they're going to have this release available. It's technology team going, man, we've got to get this, otherwise we're going to be behind. A whole bunch of ideas coming into this funnel. The problem is when we get to this phase right here, there's only so many people that are actually doing the work. Now, if you've read my book, I talk about something called the RED framework. So this is research, exploration, and delivery. Now, if you're in a software environment, the time between idea and launch can be very quick. You can do A/B testing, you can push it to the web, and it's very easy. However, if you're dealing with hardware, stuff that needs to be tooled, or an organization that needs to be retrained, it's not something that you can retrain them on a daily basis or even a weekly basis, especially if you're in healthcare. Physicians don't want to have to learn stuff all the time. They want to get into a routine. Nurses want to get into a routine. So we have to do some batching on the releases that are going out. Same with tooling, setting up the factory. So there's going to be phases that from this idea all the way to this release. Now, maybe in the research phase, we don't have enough to do the market research or run a design thinking workshop or however we're doing to collect voice of the customer. Maybe it's in the exploration phase or right before the exploration phase. And it's what is the technical feasibility? Can we actually get the technology that we believe will solve it to launch in time? Or is it something that's going to take too long? Maybe it's a constriction right here in our testing or our validation and verification where we say, hey, we don't have enough resources. We don't have enough dollars. We are highly constricted and we're backed up here. Maybe this is a point where our sales force is all eager to get trained. They're ready. They're 1,000 people. They're 100 people. They're ready to go out, learn it, and start selling it, and it feels like we're really flowing. There's different spots on this curve along this road from the idea to launch that can impact our speed to launch. Now, In my next video, I'm going to address how do we take all of these cars, all of these projects, all of these ideas that are on the road and make sure that we can get this flowing. We can reduce all of the bottlenecks, we can fix all of the collections, we can address the parking lots, and we can really get things moving. But we need to understand that this project to launch looks just like a road after Thanksgiving or after July 4th, and you've been there and you know that, and this is what we're facing. So we'll see you next time. I'm Adam.